All right, we are live. Hey, everybody. My name is Edit Padraig, and I'm the project designer for Haphazard Projects. And tonight we're going to be doing episode 33 of Chronicles of the Orb, Shaedeam song. We're a little bit short on players, but we're supposed to have 2 more show up. So we might take a little bit of a break and let them hop in. So just a forewarning on that. But I've got 2 of my original playtesters sitting right here. So, Brock, why don't you introduce your character to everybody?
All right, my character's name is Craren Althon Groundbreaker Akaraka Gar. He is a Driven soldier. Driven are a very proud canine humanoid creature. They tend to have very long, extravagant names. They're a very proud race. And he was originally a soldier in the military for the Empire and has recently found out that he does have noble blood.
All right, cool. And Rob, introduce your character, please.
My character's name is Shaedeam. Of course it's a con. He's Kinithrin, kind of whacked in the head. Actually, very whacked in the head. Kind of paranoid. Has other issues that show up from time to time. Oh yes, and he drinks. A lot.
A lot. And he's a big fan of barbecue sauce.
Favorite barbecue sauce? It's a toss-up between honey mustard and spicy. It depends on the interrogation.
All right, like I said, this is episode 33. We've been playing this for quite some time. And these guys have been with me pretty much since the beginning. They're badass role players, and we're going to be joined by, hopefully, a couple of other badass role players and maybe someone new. But the basic background is actually fairly complicated, but I'm going to try and sum up. The characters have been caught up in a conspiracy for an outside force that is trying to take over the Dreven Empire. Now, in this game, the Empire is actually the good guys. So the characters have been really trying to do their best to stay ahead of this. But recently, it just seems like they've been 2 steps behind the entire time. They've had a couple of setbacks, and they're seeking refuge. And they were directed to an island. And all of the maps did not show the island, but they found the island, nevertheless. And they found these huge doors with a very familiar symbol that led down. The island was actually very small, but apparently there's something there, and it is beneath the surface. So we're going to get started with just these guys and see how much we can get done before we have to stop the broadcast. So with all that wrapped up, what are you guys doing?
Oh, aren't we looking at a beach? Pretty much.
There's not much of a beach. It's all rocky.
Any place to set up like a lawn chair? Drag something that looks like a lawn chair out of...
Not really. Not really. The ground around this place is very uneven. It's literally just like if you went swimming, you'd probably see that it's just like a small mountain. Probably like an older volcano that's now dormant. So it's just all sorts of uneven.
Edabin, you stay with the Prowler.
Oh yeah.
Almost.
Crap. I almost forgot to mention this, and I'm sorry to cut you off there, Brock.
Right.
player characters have an entourage of NPCs that are quite accomplished, and some of them have been with the group longer than others. But when the characters are introduced, obviously Brock has already started to say some of the character names. But I will try and type up something and put it with the video so everybody knows what those characters are too, so that when they get mentioned, you're not like, who the hell is this? By the way, this video will have very fucking bad language, probably some really fucked up graphic violence, and that's why I put the 18 and older filter on this video. So if you have a problem with religion and racism and torture, cannibalism, rainbows and unicorns, and I don't know, whatever the fuck else. This video is probably not for you, so just go ahead and stop watching and go watch an episode of Care Bears. So game fucking on. Go ahead, Brock.
You might also want to include a snippet about what the Prowler is.
Oh, yeah.
Since it's going to be mentioned.
Yes. Quite some time ago, Brock's character, Craren, when he retired from the military, he was given a metric fuck ton of money and equipment for his severance package because he was a war hero. And so when the group needed a transport, they went somewhere. They basically went to a dealership, because this is a gothic horror game, but there is a level of technology that is quite impressive in Shaedeam, the Driven Empire. They actually do have computers. They have vehicles. They have all sorts of things. I mean, but most of it's run by alchemical means, so it's kind of like a weird techno magic sort of thing. But in some cases, it's actual nothing but technology, such is the case with the Prowler. The Prowler is based off a vehicle design that was for sale, but Brock's character, Craren, needed it bigger. So it went from a 6-wheeled big vehicle to a personalized, customized, 8-wheeled monstrosity that belongs in the monster truck of rallies. And it would be like 5 times the size of anything that is in the monster truck rallies. The entire cockpit is adjustable. Basically, you sit in the seat and everything will expand or shrink, giving the pilot, a comfortable seat. It's got a huge cargo bay that has a vehicle back there, and they've got 2 vehicles attached on the side. There's a turret, 2 powerful laser cannons on each side, and a lot of ports that you can shoot out of. And it carries usually about 12 characters. Half of which are NPCs, sometimes more. And it's currently also carrying, how many? 40 kids?
45 pods?
45 kids. 5 of them are awake. The others are in some state of cryostasis. And these kids have a long, drawn-out backstory that the players are still trying to figure out. So, with the Prowler introduced, Brock, please continue.
Edmund, stay with the Prowler. Somos, come with us. We got to figure out where the store's leading.
Edmund's like, yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, you guys, you guys go crawling around in there. I'll stay here and keep an eye out for Niles and for everybody else. I just, yeah, that's a little bit too Yeah, I'll stay out here. And Somos just kind of looks at him and is like, it doesn't say anything, but for the first time, you think you see Somos giggle. You just kind of. Somos is a huge, like, 12-foot tall gargoyle. And gargoyles in this game are basically mutated dwarves. The easiest way to explain it. But he looks like a fucking gargoyle. So he disembarks off the prowler, turns around again looking at Edibin, and then just looks at everybody else and just kind of shakes his head. Somos is a gargoyle, a few words. So he walks down to the doors and shrinks down to the size of a normal person, a normal human, retracts his wings and everything, and looks at the doors. Turns around to Krarin and Stavey and says, "This symbol is fairly recognizable, yes? This looks familiar."
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's the same symbol from the visions, that had the maquette in them.
Oh, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more than that. I'm trying to find. Let's see here. Okay. Forgive me for a moment because I'm about to draw on the screen. And this is not going to be even because I don't have the coordination to make this. What the hell is that? What the hell? What the hell is this shit? Screw this. Okay, for anybody that's ever used Hangouts, I just want to say the draw application sucks ass. So I'm going to be closing that now. Close.
Might just be better off drawing it on a piece of paper.
And holding it up.
Yeah, try that.
Actually, I've got a better option. Honest. Yeah, ooh. Am I backwards to you guys, or am I just backwards to me?
Backwards to you.
Yeah, I see you just fine.
Haha, there we are. Now you can't see my kitchen. Okay.
No more backwards than normal.
Let me see here. All right. We're going to do what's called the screen share. I'm actually going to draw in paint. Yeah. I've been doing this a lot with my Google Hangout. So I'm going to draw real quick the symbol that I'm going to hear Brock go, "Oh my God," like he tends to do when shit like this happens. And again, I am not an artist. I'm a writer. So I don't want to hear, "Oh my God, it's disgusting. It's uneven. It's, what the hell?" Because I can't draw to save my life. That's why my current Kickstarter is looking for artists. Shameless plug. Okay. And we go up here, we click on screen share, and I do this. And suddenly, you can see my screen.
Boobies!
That's suspicious to like.
Yeah, let me fix this a little bit because I think I made this line a little bit too long. It's actually like that. It's actually like that. This is supposed to be this is supposed to be like a half oval. That's actually, doesn't have a flat line up here, and the circles in the icon are perfectly centered. Everything is perfectly proportioned with itself and looks like it was carved by an expert hand. Not by mine.
Was here?
What was that?
Kilroy was here?
Yeah, there's a lot of echo in the background, dude. I can't hear you.
Well, I said Kilroy was here.
No. No, but that is a very familiar sigil for you guys. Something that you guys have seen a couple of times, and even with a variation. I can't remember if I've actually disclosed its origin or not. I think I did.
You have, I don't remember right off the top of my head.
Okay, so we'll just leave it be for right now, because you guys will find.
That is the symbol. That is the symbol from the maquette vision, though, isn't it?
Yes, that was the first place you encountered it.
Okay.
And there was also an alternate where the two bottom lines were actually up at an angle and pointed inside the sigil. But yeah, for right now, we're just going to say your characters can't remember what they are, and it will be discovered some point tonight, hopefully, if we get that far. So Somos reaches out and puts his hand on the door and kind of closes his eyes for a second, and both of you feel, the stirrings of arcane magic as he connects to the ley lines and the geomancy that he is so well practiced with. And he retracts his hand and looks back at you guys and says, "It's locked from the inside." And I have a feeling that only one of you would be able to open it. Maybe Miss Calandra, maybe Niles, but definitely one of you should be able to open it. I have no idea as to why. And then he kind of steps back and gives you guys enough room to get down there.
By all means, Davey, give it a try. I wouldn't even know where to begin to draw up magics.
Okay.
I can hit it with my chains. That's about all I can do.
Oops. So I'm being attacked? Sorry, I missed that. Stepped out of,
You weren't paying attention?
I stepped out of the room for a moment.
No, Somos can't open the door. He says that only one of us can open it.
Of course.
And I told you to give it a try because you're the only one of us that knows how to use magic.
Alrighty then. Let's see. Alright, I'm trying to get used to the new dice thingy.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be really fun.
So I have yet to figure out how to add numbers. You just have to do that in your head.
No, there's a counter. It says counter. You click on that, and you just, type in whatever, and it shows up as a bonus in the top right-hand corner.
Gotcha.
You still have to add it in yourself, but you'll see all your dice at the top, and then you'll see the modifier.
Gotcha.
This is really, the dice roller is really easy to use. You just look at the die you need to use and click the plus sign for however many you need to roll.
Yep.
Very, very simple. So now everybody at home can see what you're rolling.
22.
On what? And I don't see your dice.
Oh, I rolled it. It's
I see a 5 and a 10.
5 and a 10 plus my 4 and a 3, which is 7, which is 22.
Yeah, but what did you roll?
I rolled
5
for
and a 10.
6.
I think I'm asking you to explain what trait you use, etc., etc.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
that's what
now.
I'm talking about. I mean, I see the dice now. So,
All right, hold on. I rolled my. Hold on here. I'm trying to get the. So I have my cheat sheets right here, and I just rolled those. I just have to now go to the sheet. Sorry.
that's all right.
Oh, it's fine.
Eric, you did yourself.
Yes, I did.
There you go.
Trying to keep background noise off my end, so the video
Fair
playback sounds better.
All right.
But I can still hear you guys.
I rolled my soul plus my awareness, and then I added my mystic and my what was the other thing? Sorcery. 3. Yep.
So, what were you rolling for? Were you using sorcery to try and interact with it?
Yeah. There.
See, that's what I was looking for.
Ah, okay.
That's all you had to tell me. You were using
I'm trying
sorcery.
to use my sorcery to interact with the lock. Sorry.
It's all right, man. We haven't played in a couple of weeks, which is very unfortunate. But okay, so you got what was that? 22. Okay. You reach out with sorcery, and you can feel that the ley lines connect actually right here on this island, right where the door is. And you get this little vision in the back of your head of a pattern of arcane energy. And the first thing that pops into your head is it's a lock. It's like a combination lock. And you play around with it for a little while, manipulating the energy this way and that. And after a minute or two, you feel a sharp sting of electricity just start at the base of your tail, run all the way up your spine, and then all of your hair on your face just stands straight out. And then everybody sees the door lower down into the ground very slowly, and it is pitch black ahead of you. That was 2.2 Siam for you. And for the audience at home, Siam is basically spell points.
Next time you want to try that without sticking your tail in a light socket?
I need another drink. You got any of that good stuff left?
No, it's all gone.
Damn it.
You drank it all up within the first week.
Of course I did. I thought maybe you held some.
That's-
I thought maybe you held
Oh.
some back.
that stuff that was worth, 20 Ruby Nobles for an ounce, and you decided you wanted to guzzle it like it was military special whiskey.
It was really good.
Yeah, I bet we could have sold it and, used the money for other things.
What are we doing? Running a nip joint?
Alright, you know what, rub your hands together, see if you make enough static electricity to light the tunnel.
Somehow I don't think that's going to work, but okay. I don't think it's working.
I didn't figure it would. Why don't you rub your head on your ass and then see if you create enough static electricity?
Well, too bad we don't know where the hell what's-his-face was. What's his name? Or her
This
name?
of those?
Yeah, the Savos. Wesner, yeah. We could light
If he were here,
Wesner
I
on
would just...
fire and kick him down the We could light Wesner on fire and kick him down the path.
just let him run and we can see where he goes.
Yeah! Ooh! Or Norm. She could have prayed to the monkey god for some light. Oh, great monkey god! Bestow upon us some light. Or a banana. Maybe some banana-flavored booze. I've been a good, well, not exactly a monkey, but close enough.
So something tells me that for Norm's God would not have answered you.
I know.
Actually,
Anyway.
you guys see light slowly start to emanate and reveal a corridor that is kind of roughshod, same rocky material, or literally looks like it was just carved out of the island. And after about 10 or 20 feet, the walls become smooth. It's basically an arced tunnel, and the light just seems to be ambient. It doesn't seem like there's any actual source for it.
It worked.
To make fun of
Maybe
the... you get to start praying to the monkey god from now on.
Yeah, I think so. I think praying to the monkey god would probably be the best thing.
Because
Okay, oh great monkey god, may I please have a very large container, about a gallon or two of banana-flavored whiskey.
Gross. Alright, I start traveling down the tunnel, leaving him to pray for his banana whiskey.
Somos kind of gives Stavey the look like it's genetic. You're just a stupid fucking squirrel, cat, whatever. He doesn't actually say that, but that's the look he gives you, and you're very familiar with that look.
Yeah, and I just...
And so he turns immediately to follow Craren down the tunnel. But hopefully Stavey is following. Yes.
Hopefully what? Yeah, I'm following. I just shrug. I just continue.
Okay. All right. So the tunnel seems to go on a long way, and you don't see really an end in sight. But the hall is actually would be comfortable enough for Somos at full size, or for Sukta, the Goromar, to come rambling through here comfortably, and still have room for you guys. So this huge expanse just seems to go on forever. And if you have your bearings right, you feel like this tunnel is literally just under the surface of the water. There hasn't been a decline or anything.
Moving. Can we tell which direction we're traveling?
Well, when you were actually on the surface, you guys were facing, and you put me on the spot. I don't have the compass up right now, but I can get it in just a split second here, because I'm on my main computer. And this is why I've been wanting to play out here, because all of my Shaedeam stuff is on this computer. So there it is. We come in here, yada yada. And it is. Oh, come on. Where is it? There we go. And you know what? Just because I can, I'm going to do a screen share.
And there's much rejoicing.
Yay. So this right here is the... No, it's not. That's wrong. That's for a different game. That's for a different... That was for a different Chronicles of the Orb. Actually, not Shaedeam. A different... let me see this one. No, that one doesn't have anything written on it. So, is it in here? Oh, this is aggravating. I'm playing out here on the main computer. Oh my god, I've got a picture of the Prowler. The new map. Where the... I'm actually going to say, where in the infinite hells is this picture? Bonus experience points to someone who can go on the message boards and get it first.
That's where I'm looking.
I figured.
I was already looking before you asked.
Yeah, I should have known.
Alright. Let me see if I can do a screen here.
Oh yeah, you can. It is the green button directly under the text, the second button down. And I make such a big deal of this because, you know, it is completely unique to the game. And there it is. Okay. With basically, there were these 8 brothers that went out literally to every corner of the planet trying to discover a way to keep their tribes alive. So there are 8 cardinal points instead of just 4. And it's easy to tell which one would be the equivalent of north, south, east, and west. But when you guys landed on the island and were facing the door, you were looking in the direction of Grandin's path. Yes, right there. I can see everything you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, yay. Yay for backstory. So yeah, that was the way you were facing.
And there's much rejoicing. Yay.
Actually, I think there is a lot more rejoicing than that because, you know, hey, background story. Yay! So, yeah.
But as far as we know, we're not taking any significant turns, so we should be still heading in Grandin's path.
Indeed. There has been no elevation, no declination, or deviation in any other direction. Yay for big words.
At this point, we're just going to keep moving. I mean, whatever we're looking for is obviously down here. We're going to find some answers. So, stopping halfway is not going to fix it.
Okay. You guys walk on for about a total of an hour.
Do I smell anything unusual? Let me just throw that out there. I'm sure it's dank and musty, but any unusual smells?
No. For the first 45 minutes of walking, you don't smell anything. I mean, it literally, there's no dust in here whatsoever. The floor is solid rock, so there's no footprints or anything like that. It's a completely smooth surface. And like I said, it's a smooth arc all the way around. Damn it, I can't remember Brian's character's name, the Khazald.
Hold on.
I want to do the name drop, you know,
Man.
because
Fizban.
Fizban, okay, because he's technically in the group still. So Fizban, being a Xald, specifically of the card cast, he looks around and he's like the angle of the arc, you know, it's perfect. I mean, it's a perfect oval. There's no deviation in it whatsoever, and we haven't turned even a degree. This corridor has been in a straight line. But after about another 15 minutes of walking around, you start to smell something. And it's a lot of different things. You can smell like different types of beef and pork. There's a heavy scent. There's a heavy scent of salt and other spices. After about another 5 minutes, you see a door on the left-hand side. It's a simple wooden door. No doorknob. It just has, you know, a handle to pull or push. It's a sturdy door. It's lined with brass and copper, and has a nice little pretty inlay of a 5-pointed star in a circle. And then each point on the star has a circle on it. And you don't recognize what it's for, neither does Stavey. But you don't get any bad feeling about it. There's no flow of magic on it. It's not a magic symbol or an arcane or rushing glyph or anything like that. But the smell is definitely coming from the other side of the door.
I assume the entire pathway locked. It's stoned off, or
no?
For the door?
The corridor completely keeps going straight with no deviation. And Fizban will tell you, you know, you haven't turned one bit or anything. But this door is just on the left-hand side of the corridor as you guys are walking.
Is it built into the wall, or is it standing?
Oh, it's built into the wall.
Okay. See, I was envisioning just this random door in the middle of a hallway that was freestanding. Well, that's not creepy at all.
No, I remember saying that it was on the left-hand side,
Okay.
the left-hand side wall. And if I didn't say that, then, well, you know, fuck me, I'm sorry. But yeah, the smell is definitely coming from there.
Oh, Stevie, what do you think?
Barbecue?
That's what it smells like, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely smells like a barbecue. It's probably going to be bad, but what the hell? We could open the door and say, I don't know, is this a private party or can anyone crash it? Or we could knock. Knocking's good.
Are you going to knock?
I just did.
Oh, okay. I just thought that was random background noise. Okay. So, you knock on the door. A few seconds pass. You don't hear anything on the other side of the door, but then the door swings open, and it opens completely. And you've just stepped into the largest, most stacked larder you have ever seen. Anything that you guys like is in there, including Stavey's banana-flavored whiskey.
Wow.
All right,
Great,
that's
the
it.
monkey god.
You are officially a worshiper of the monkey god.
Yep, most definitely.
Because if you doubt it now, you're gonna get struck down and turn into a freaking banana or something.
Yeah, monkey god it is. Now you have to figure out what the symbol looks like so I can put it on everything, including a big flag.
Hello? Anybody in there? Hello?
Yo!
There's no reply. But seriously,
I vaguely remember hearing stories of this as a pup. Something about you walk in and a witch kicks you into an oven. This just seems a little too good to be true.
Fizzban sticks his head, in the door because, there's enough room for him to look around. And he says, from what I can see with the light and the angles of this roof, this has got to be at least 2,000 square feet, or 2,000 square units, excuse me.
Okay, so it's a really huge and well-baited trap that's going to squish us. Joy! Joy to the great monkey god.
So, I don't know, Fizzban, why don't you go get, here's your banana whiskey that you were asking for.
You mean, not Fizzban.
Stavey. Excuse me, Stavey. You can give it a try, or are you just going to pass on by?
Do I have like a rock to throw in there?
Sure. You do a lot of random shit, so yeah, you have a small rock you can toss in there.
I throw a small rock inside the room.
Okay. It bounces on the floor a couple times, rolls underneath the shelf. A minute passes, nothing happens. The rock is still there.
Okay.
Oh,
Is this an
anybody
illusion?
in here?
Hey, maybe I can see if I can figure out if it's an illusion.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
There's no reply when you call out again for the second time.
Do what?
Craren,
I got no answer.
Yeah, Craren yelled in there again and said, is anybody in there? And there's no reply.
Is this an illusion? Because it looks like could be the greatest barbecue, all you can eat ever, plus the whiskey I prayed for, or it could be like a big nasty thing ready to eat us with a really cute illusion over it. So I am going to attempt to use my illusion, my mystic basically, to...
There's no need for a dice roll.
Okay.
You peer in and again use your bloodline magics, and there is no illusion. What you are seeing is real.
Cindy just got back.
Oh, okay.
Anna's not going to be able to pick me up tomorrow.
Of course she is.
Or give me a ride home.
Of course she is.
So. I'm just going to do I'm probably going to have to take my bike.
We want to take a break and work on her?
Well, here's the thing. If I stop the broadcast, then it ends the video. I guess I can do this in parts. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break to finish off our newest player, Cindy's character. Because, well, I suck. And I haven't given the opportunity to sit down and do this. So we're going to take a quick break, finish her character, and then we will be right back with part 2 of episode 33.
Either that
We'll
thing
see you in just a minute.
or something in the next